Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for the love of glitter. I am Anna Crossland. Today I'm going to be showing you what I hauled from Colourpop's recent collaboration with Karrueche called Brown Sugar. There is a pressed powder palette, which is the eyeshadow palette, which is the first thing that I knew I had to have. This retails for $12. I love their new 9-pan palettes that are $12. I think they're super travel friendly. You just get a good amount of eyeshadows in here, so I've really been loving this style of eyeshadow palettes that they've been coming up with. Super affordable, easy to take with you. Here's the actual packaging of the palette. As you can see, it has like golden sparkles through this kind of chocolatey brown. This is the first time ever I've liked the inside packaging better than the outside packaging. On the back of the packaging you get the names, but they're also on the inside of the palette, so I mean it's cool, but at the same time it's not a necessity. And then here are the beautiful 9 shades that you get. You get 3 shimmers and then the rest are mattes. I feel like there's a lot of warm tone browns in here, but then there's a couple of cool tone ones in here. So the first one is Chai. And it's just like this matte, kind of yellowy off-white cream color. Here is Jamocha, which is one of my favorite colors because it's great for the crease and transition. And then you get this kind of terracotta-y shade, which is called Amber. There's the first 3. So all of them are very pigmented. As you can see, there is a little bit of fallout, but nothing too insane. Next we have 3 shimmers, and you get this kind of light golden champagne-y type shade called Ginger. And then you get this bronze shade, which is beautiful, called Auburn. And then you get this really unique shade that I don't have anything like, and it is like a taupe that shifts green. They perform pretty pigmented as well. I'd say that this taupe shade would be perfectly fine just in that swatch. For some reason, it had trouble picking it up. And the last 3 we have here are the darkest mattes. So we have Sorrel, we have Henna, and we have Choco. And okay, so first I'm taking this AOA Studio Long Lasting Shadow Stick in Matte Mellow. If you hear footsteps, that's Travis upstairs. And this is just going to be like a base primer. Not that it really needs it. I honestly just want to try this out as a base. But I wore the shadows even to dance class the other day. They stayed on the entire time, even after dance. So I know the shades perform well, but this will show you the different colors that they are. This shadow stick is $1, and yeah, it literally lasts all day long. So taking a Wet n Wild blending brush, I'm first going to go into Chai, and Chai is this. Chai is the lightest color here. I'm going to put that in the crease. As you can see, it shows up really just light peachy on my skin tone. So it wouldn't be a good like brow bone color, but if you're deeper skin, this probably would be more of a brow bone shade for you. Next we're going to go into Jamocha, which I absolutely love this shade. Perfect for every day with the same brush. We're just going to put that in the crease as well to kind of just deepen it. That squirt drop in his bone. These walls are so thin you can hear everything. So this would be really awesome for every single day. Just like pop a shimmer on the all over your lid and I'd be pretty much like ready to go. I'm taking this no-name brush. I'm pretty sure it's a Profusion Cosmetics like shader brush. It is wet because I use like all my shimmers wet now. I don't apply them dry. Like wet, just applied wet just makes everything better. And I'm going into Auburn, which is this beautiful bronze shade. Here we go. We're gonna put that all over the lid. These shades are just so great for every day. But I love how when you use a shadow wet, it just really makes it look more foiled, because to me, that's how all shimmer should be. It's like if you're gonna use a shimmer, use a shimmer. Go big. Go. Alright, and then I'm actually going to take my finger and put ginger in the inner corners. Ginger is like this light golden champagne-y shade. Travis, is that you? No. So we're going to just pop that inner corner. Do you hear that? So loud. Okay. I'm gonna just pop that into the inner corners. Maybe a little bit more. I like almost always use my finger for inner corners just because they're handy. Okay, now we're gonna deepen up the crease using Sorrel, which is the matte brown shade here. And I'm using my e.l.f. dual-ended eye brush, the fluffy side. And we're just gonna dab that in there. There is quite a bit of fallout. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is like a lot of kick up. But I find that kind of a lot with shadows, especially Colourpop shadows. But it, I don't know, it doesn't really bother me, I guess. I don't know. I usually honestly do my foundation last just to avoid any fallout, just in case. It just makes life so much easier. But I think before we do that, we're going to go into chalk with the same brush, which is just a deeper, kind of more reddened brown. And we're going to kind of just go over that too, just to kind of warm it up even more. And to, let's see, let's do Jamocha first on the lower lash line. So put some Jamocha. Okay, and then I'm also going to dip into Choco with the same, what, Choco, isn't it chalk? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be short for chocolate. Maybe I'm just a candy holic. Okay, so I dampened this brush just so that we would have less fallout, because I feel like for the lower lash line, it's kind of acting more like a liner anyway. A makeup collector, you might not necessarily need this. I'm sure almost every color is pretty dupeable, with the exception of Sauté. Sauté is extremely unique. It's kind of like along the lines of those browns that shift to the green, except this time it's like a taupe that shifts green. So very interesting, super unique. I know that I personally don't have anything else like it in my collection. But the other browns I'm sure I do somewhere, but these are browns that are like my favorite types of browns that I use on a daily basis. They're warm, they're chocolatey. This is great if you want to create like a chocolatey kind of smoky eye, but it is good for daytime wear and nighttime wear because you do have your lighter shades here, but then you can deepen it up with these ones, especially with henna. That one's a very deep brown, so you can do so much with this palette. This is definitely a palette that I will take with me when I'm traveling, because it is neutrals and it's just really easy to use. So really loving this. I purchased the Lux Lipstick in Cinnamon, and these retail for $7 each. If you're not familiar with Colourpop's Lux Lipsticks, they're really nice. They smell really good, kind of vanilla-y. Good packaging, and then they have like little star imprint on here. Definitely worth $7. It's very comfortable, very pigmented. It's just a matter of if you like browns, if you will wear browns. There is one nude, which I probably would have like really worn more, but I did want to try something different, so I went with Cinnamon, and it is a pretty color. I don't know if I'd be bold enough to wear it, but we'll see. It is pretty cool. Like Brick was also a really pretty color type of brown. It was more of a red brown. That one's sold out right now, I believe, but yes. So if you're looking for a good brown lipstick, this would definitely be a good collection to look at. The only thing I will say is I wish I had like a matching perfect lip liner with this, because I was putting it on and I was like, brown's getting outside my lines. Obviously I have lip liners, but it would have been nice to have like an exact matching one. So maybe that would have been something I wish they would have came out in the collection as well, especially since there's a lot of deeper colors in this collection. This is like my favorite gloss ever, and it is called Dumpling, and this is so perfect for fall. I know I'm gonna wear the heck out of it. It just, for some reason, on the lips when it's by itself, reminds me of like just like Thanksgiving, like pumpkin pie. So this to me is the perfect fall lip gloss, and it is going to give you color as well. So definitely more of like a peachy nude, but it will give you color. If you are deeper skin, it probably will look more like an actual nude on you, whereas me, it gives me kind of like a medium nude peach, if that makes sense. But I absolutely love this gloss. I almost want to get it back up. These retail for $6. It does have a brush applicator like a lot of the new glossy lips do, and it is super pigmented, which I love. It reminds me of like such a Thanksgiving color. It's super peachy. So that is Dumpling. That's just me dispersing the color more. As you can see, it's really pigmented because that wasn't adding any more color to it. So everything I picked up from the collection. There are more lipsticks and lip glosses that I did not pick up. There's also new Creme gel liners, which I'm a huge fan of, but I didn't pick them up just because I didn't feel like there was one that I like really had to have, but they're really beautiful and I do want them, but I told myself no. So I didn't get any of them, even though I really want them. But I'm sure those are great because I love Colourpop's gel formulas. They're so creamy, and then they dry down and they last all day long. They don't budge at all because I have like 3 of them. They don't go anywhere. They're good. And those I think are like $6 or $7. My favorite is the lip gloss and the eyeshadow palette because those are things I'm going to use on a daily basis. I know that this is kind of geared more towards women of color, which I think is great. I think it would have been cool if they came out with some highlighters, especially because, you know, there's always like so many light highlighter colors out there, and it would have been interesting to see like a collab with like highlighters for women of color specifically. Like, I just feel like there's so many cool things you could do, like shifting wise for deeper skin tones. So that would have been really nice to see. But overall, I think it's great. I like the concept. Good job, Colourpop. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye.